Good evening and welcome back once again to 16 years and Arkin Free. When you find me out here taking the Berwin dog for one last walk, or sniff in this case. Come on, Berwin. Don't know what's so interesting about that rock. Look at that, you can see Leah's moon up there. I always told my youngest she's going to land on the moon one day. She always said, no I'm not, no I'm not. I was like, yeah you will, yeah you will. No, and by the time they get into adulthood, we might actually be back on the moon again. And if you're one of them people that doesn't believe in moon landings or anything like that, what else don't you believe in? Don't you believe in GPS? Don't you believe in, you know, your mobile phone working? We had to go into space for something of that. But yeah, we won't go into that. But yeah, to everybody else that, you know, said, well done for getting in the river and all that stuff. Well, I said I was going to do it. And yeah, it was good to do it. It was fun. But I'm not really one for getting cold. I don't like getting cold at all. For one particular reason. When I was younger, I used to work on the fishing boats out of Dungeness. We used to do a thing called scallop dredging, which is like over the winter period. And when you're out there, he's literally an hour haul. Where's he gone? Looks like it's just, look at that. Looks like it's dropped off, but he's just there. Oh, there is other places to park here, by the way. Oh, that one there, and then, well, next to Robert, and then one there as well. Come on, Berwin. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that you can roll in tomorrow. But, sorry, I digress. Yeah, and it's just freezing cold, and I always remember it was in the middle of February. And scallop dredging is nothing but big metal bags dredging, which, you know, is the reason I don't litter, and I try and be as kind to the environment as I can. Excuse me, these days. And rocks, and, you know, and scallops, you know, the big hard shells. Remember way back when they used to be sold as ashtrays, but, you know, that's in a different lifetime. Yeah, but I was so cold, and I mean, really that cold, even to the point I was sleeping in the engine room. And it's only a small boat, it's only like 10 meters long. And you got all the turning, you know, hydraulics and everything next to you. But it was just so cold that I just wanted to keep warm. And it got to a point once where my hands were so cold, they were hurting. And I mean, really, really hurting. And you know when you do it, you put them underneath your armpits to try and warm them up. Even underneath my armpits were freezing cold. Everywhere was freezing cold, bar one point. And that was between my legs. And when you've got to come to a decision in your head, in your own lifetime, in your head, whether to have painful hands or cold nodules, you learn after that, don't ever be cold again. If you haven't got to really be cold, don't be cold. So if you're saying from that point of well done that I went out there and got cold, then fair play, thank you. But, you know, it's just one of them things. We're out there, you know, people like me and the people that do this, we're lucky enough to be out there in this amazing world, you know, that is just out there, and we get to live this life, and we get to do these mad things. And I love making videos. It's one of the things I really do love doing, is making these videos. So doing that, making these videos, people watching it, commenting and loving it, and it absolutely, you know, touches my heart every time that one of you comment. It's like, oh, we love watching your videos, you know, it's something different, it's out of the norm, you know, and they look, you know, see my videos, and they love what you love watching it. You comment, I absolutely love that, I really, really do. Sorry, I'm not so good in typing my response to it. You know, so, well, I'm dyslexic, but I can't really blame that. I'm just better at talking. That's why I like making videos. So when I set off, you know, over 2 years ago to the day, it's the 20th, isn't it? Yes. So it would have been 2 years ago to the day, and on my page you can see my very, very first ever video that I done with me taking my sunglasses off, thinking I'm all cool. Yeah, that I set off on this adventure, you know, these adventures. And, you know, I'm still lucky enough to be doing it. You know, fair enough, I've got a Berwin now. Nah, he's alright, ain't you, Berwin? Berwin, love you. He loves you, he loves me too. Even though you do sneeze in my face most mornings. But, yeah. So, yeah, that's why I did it. It weren't for no medicinal reason. I'm not Wim Hof. You know, I'm not, you know, any mad, well, I am crazy adventurer. You know, all of us people that do this and sleep in a 4KA. you know, are these sort of mad, crazy people that do this. But why not? You know, you only have one life. Live it. Live it to the extreme, to the beauty, to the everything else. You know, you're going to have worries. You're going to have everything else going on in your head that's going to try and stop you doing what you want to do. And when you listen to that one voice in your head that just goes, do it. Just do it. Just do it. Do it. Just get out there and do it. You'll realise... I know what you're sniffing at. But when you realise... Sorry, I keep getting diverted, but why not? Yeah, when you realise and you're out there and you're actually doing what you want to do, that you realise the rest of the worries don't really matter, because when you do what you want to do, you start controlling the rest of your life, because you feel more in control because you're doing what you want to do, rather than trying to go around everything else and then trying to get to do what you want to do. I know it's not easy. You know, I had to force myself. When I first set out, you know, I was just like, oh, well, you got the holidays, you got this, but what happens if that goes on? And it ended up being my friend and somebody else that just got stressed out of me, and they were just like, look, Garth, F off. Just get over it and get it done. And that's what I did. I set off. And here I am, 2 years later. Hopefully still entertaining everybody, annoying a few extra more. And on that note, like I always say, take it easy. Keep adventuring. Not that he is. I love you, bye.